Hello racers, you join me in the Caterham on the way to Debden for our next round. Debden's an army barracks, it's another runway type event, number 33 this time. Just have a quick wander through the paddock where we get started. Sorted out the tyre pressures first off, got those even before we started, so I don't have to worry about that. Mix of cars again, we've got some Formula cars, it's nice and open. Runway's a little bit rough, quite a lot of potholes. Lovely TVR class this time, which was great, and a few Morgans as well. So yeah, good event. Overcast, as you can see. I've not done this track before, but we'll ride on board practice 1 just to get our eye in and find out what it's all like. So practice 1 is just really to find out what the course is like, any lines, any potholes. There's never a price for it. So we've got the first gate here, which is a little chicane, so it's a left and then a right. You can hear the gravel flicking up everywhere. Quite a tight left here. Back round through the cones and then right through this 180 degree onto almost the back straight, if you like. And halfway down we've got a right left chicane. Flick that one in and straight back on the power. It's all getting a bit bumpy down here. Into this long right, and the cone seems to jump out from the right, very, very slippery, and then back onto the runway but coming in the opposite direction to that we started. Through these gates, and then we've got a cone, quite a tight right hand, doesn't look very tight on the video but it is, and into this sharp left. And then a long right to finish and across the line around this corner. So it's kind of a high speed mixed with chicanes type course. So the usual sprinting cues. Right, so we're on to P2 now, so the idea was just to get a little bit quicker, find out where we can make a bit more speed. Now I spent a lot of time watching the P1 video back and I was convinced I could take these two flat because it was really wide and I really couldn't. The perspective on the camera totally tricked me. I wanted to go wide here to get a tighter line and totally run out of talent, so understeered straight off there. I think it's because I hit the brakes early, turned in, started to balance the power, but I wasn't turned in enough. So I took all the weight off the front tyres and then just run out of talent into the cones. But this was the purpose of the video series, is to show you everything. Good, bad, and watch it back and see if we can learn how to do it better. So accelerate through there, back end stepped out, so I was obviously too aggressive. Should have done a lot more of the work beforehand, so it was a learning. Pitched in here, straight on the brakes now, before we're turning, nice and wide. Too wide on that one, too wide on that one. Bit of improvement to be made there. Mind that massive hole, or the tarmac starts coming out of the ruts as the day goes on. As soon as you get offline, you're on the gravel. It's pretty messy. Just run it out as fast as you can through here. So it was practice 2. So apart from the first part, you started to get a feel for the speed you could carry through. So timed run 1, a little bit too much on the revs at the start. Just a little change down. Obviously went too fast at the first time. Just wanted to get this one right. So this was quite a steady run. Just take it tidy. Get a banker lap in. Get the change down early. Balance it on the way out there. I usually drive a bit too aggressively. So brake nice and early for this. And then later on the power, I was out of the corner before I put the power on, which was better than last time, but it was still, I could still get the power on earlier and make up some time down that back straight. Bit more patient that time on the exit. Oof, a bit too aggressive on the steering. If you're not getting the car sliding, you're not pushing hard enough. Nice and early here. Plenty of time to be made up there. Not very aggressive at all. Wide line into this one to try and get a straighter exit here. That was quite a nice line. And then back to the final corner. So that was a 92.2. It was just a steady lap, nothing impressive. Bogged down at the start there, so this is timed 2, which was my fastest time. This was an 87.48, so nice and tight here. Decided not to cross that white line, but get the gears down early and try and just bully it through there. If you lean on it not enough, you end up with the understeer, so I tried to just be a bit more aggressive on this run. So here I'm going to brake early and get the drive through. So much accelerating through that chicane, which saved me a lot of time actually on the back end. Got a few mile an hour top speed. Hard on the brakes here. Same again, accelerating through that corner onto the brakes. Now watch out for those cones. There's a lot of give in this corner. It's just a touch of oversteer. Very smooth through there, hard on, flat out really. Now this is much tighter than it looks on the video, so we get that done early. Pitch it in, see if we can almost slide it through. Brake on here, a bit of sideways into the corner, very nice. Flat out across the line, so that was a great run. I took 5 seconds off between time 2 and timed 1. Much better start that time. So this is the final run of the day, time 3. Just got myself into first in class on the previous run, so I just wanted to see if I could extend the lead and save a bit of time. Still bullying that through, but scrappy that one. Get down early. Hammer it down the back straight. It worked well last time braking early and driving through it, so carry around doing that. Much more stable. P2 ended up sideways on that one, didn't really feel very good. It's not a lot of runoff. Adjustment for that cone, took that too tight. Too much opposite lock there, got too cocky. Sideways there, catching that, always over driving. Great fun, but just not very fast. So don't brake on the broken up tarmac, and here I was sideways into the corner. Right here I didn't realise whether I was going to hit those cones or make it around, and made it around, which was nice. And that gave me a time on that one of 87.86, so I was 0.3 slower than last time. So yeah, great run. Put me P4 in the class above and P3 out of the TVR class, so overperformed that time. Brilliant round. Here's some launches.